Hi, today's video is going to be about helping you relieve headaches or neck pain and stiffness. I'm Julie from Body Mind Coaching, and I love sharing some simple, easy and effective tools to help people reach health and happiness naturally. So as I said, we're going to be looking at headaches and neck pain or stiffness. And this has come about because I had a molar tooth extracted a few days ago, and I've been waking up with kind of a muzzy head and not feeling quite right, which is not surprising after half an hour in the dentist chair being pulled about. And it's something that clients might experience if they've had a long day and it's been for them stressful at work, and they come in and see me and they might say that they've got a headache when they arrive, or that their neck is stiff. So I will share with them this particular mindful movement technique. So to begin, it's actually understanding where you're at. So have a feel of when you turn your neck from one side to the other, whether it's easier one way. And for me, it feels slightly easier on the left than it is on the right. And then you can go up and down as well, noticing if there's any restriction. And then side to side, which is ear to shoulder rather than shoulder to ear. So your shoulders stay perfectly still. And again, noticing, is it easier on one side than the other? And for me, this feels about equal. And what we do is imagine that you have a paintbrush at the end of your nose and you're painting the wall in front of you and you're writing your name. So it would look something like this. And then you can do it smaller. You may have noticed there that I just took a breath, because it begins to relax me and I can wind down as I'm focusing more on me rather than my thoughts. I'm just staying conscious of the movement in my neck as I'm painting my name on the wall in front of me. If you don't want to paint your name, you can just write all the letters of the alphabet, capital letters, lowercase, you could write numbers. It really doesn't matter. It's about creating this sense of gentle, easy flowing movement, something that you know how to do. And we've all learnt to say yes and no, but actually there's a whole range of movement that your neck is meant to be able to do. So you can draw circles. And then when you've done a few of those, just close your eyes, take a deep breath. Notice how your head feels now, what's happening in your neck, and just generally how you are feeling in yourself. Then you can play with the distance and the size of the movement. And you can imagine that your paintbrush is very, very small and you're painting on the end of your finger, the whole of your name, just in that one spot. And what changes in your attention as you do this? And your finger doesn't have to be touching your nose, because that'll give you a different sensation. You'll be feeling what's happening on the end of your nose rather than what might be happening in your neck. You may hear some crunching just make it softer and easier. There's no effort required. Very simple, very easy. There's no strain. And then again, when you've done that, you can close your eyes, take a breath. And already I feel that I'm a little more relaxed than I was. My shoulders feel more at ease. And then I can put the paintbrush on the top of my head and paint the ceiling. And that's a slightly different movement. So rather than your nose going up and down, your head's kind of going backwards and forwards. And you can change the size of your paintbrush. And this you could do if you were stopped at traffic lights. It doesn't have to be big movements. I'm drawing circles on the ceiling. Could draw numbers. And again, after a few, I take a breath, because that's just helping me to tune back into, wow, having done that now, what's happened. It's not about how many you do. It's not an exercise. They're just mindful movements. Or as one of my clients calls them, curious sizes, because it's about being curious as to what's happening and feeling that, and what's being curious about the change, rather than it being exercise and how many you have to perform. And then when you've done that, you can go back to turning and noticing whether that feels any different. There's more flexibility. And for me, this side movement feels a lot easier. I could feel that at the beginning there was a bit of a pull on both sides equally, but actually now it feels quite smooth. And although I may not be able to go further, I feel I can get to the end of the range of movement without any discomfort. And again, you can test forwards and backwards. And just notice how you feel generally. And these movements, because all the information that's required in your body in order to move, even to stand still and function, has to come from your brain, go through your neck before it travels to all the other parts of your body. So it's a very important and almost the fundamental of being able to relax and getting into mindful movements. If you've enjoyed this, then please give me a like and share it if you know people who struggle with headaches or neck pain and stiffness. And I'll see you on another video for more tips and tools from Body Mind Coaching.